This video is dedicated to my surgery. I had a surgery yesterday, lipoma removal from my back, and I'll show you later the scar. And also I would like to dedicate this video to disabled people. So this was my first surgery. I had lipoma for I think about 7 years. It's been growing slowly and I felt pain. I think it grew to a size where it started pressuring on some nerves. It looked bad too, you know. I had to started wearing scarves to cover it up, to cover up my back. Like it's kind of like between neck and my shoulders. And I felt really, really conscious of it, but I think it was hurting too. It's like the tumor kept growing, and so I had my surgery yesterday, finally, and I felt so much better. So I want to tell you my surgery experience. I never had surgery before. They said it's going to be under local anesthesia, but they're going to sedate me. I felt very, very nervous and very, very scared. They said no food after 12 a.m. and no drinks, and then no makeup and no nail polish. And one of the reasons is because no makeup, because when you're sedated or when you're under general anesthesia, the doctors have to rely on your body to tell them signs, you know, to tell them how you're feeling, and makeup could mask that. Let's say if you're feeling really bad, they will not be able to see that if you're wearing makeup. But you know, like everywhere I go, I put even just a little bit makeup, even lipstick or like a little bit concealer. I always wear something, so it was like weird, no makeup, you know. I was like afraid, oh my god, I'm gonna look ugly, but you know, I guess I'm conceited a little bit that way. I felt torn about the surgery. I felt like maybe I should just leave the tumor in my back, let it grow more and more, but it started hurting, and I felt like eventually I do have to take it out sooner or later. And also, you know, they need to test it. Most likely it is lipoma, but they're not 100% sure until they test it and see if it's benign, or, you know, hopefully it's benign. They send it for testing. I was very, very nervous, and then an anesthesiologist came and he like started poking in my hand. You see, it's a little blue, like from, he couldn't get the needle to the vein because I guess my veins are very thin here. But so when I saw that and my arms got like blue and it was swollen, I started like throwing up. I was like, and I started like, my teeth started like, I started shivering, and my teeth were like that. And you know, and then he was like, oh, he's like, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. And I said, please give me 5 minutes. And then he left, and another doctor came, and she's like, you'll be okay. And she was like very warm to me, and she kind of calmed me down. And then the anesthesiologist came back with a needle for kids, and he put it into this arm, and it was fine. And then the second he gave me the sedative, like I was out in 1 second. And I just heard doctors talking during my surgery, but I felt like I was laying on the beach. I felt very, very, very good. And I heard doctors talking about like their families and just like kind of like social talks, and it was like very calming. So I felt like I was just laying on the beach somewhere, and it was fine. So like then they gave me stitches, and then they put this thing called invisible band-aid, and my doctor said to me that you know, it's like invisible, but it protects it from water and from everything, and it's amazing because it's like you can't see it. So I was just thinking how far technology gone. So I want to show you my thing. So if you're scared, don't look. And I also want to see it myself. So here it is. So this is where it was. And I feel great. So thank you so much, everybody. I mean, I'm a little bit in pain. I'm taking medication, but I feel totally great. And I feel lighter here, and I feel like the pain that I had like is like 70% like gone. Like I feel like better here, you know, on my back. So I want to thank St. Luke's Hospital. I wanted to thank the staff. I mean, they were so nice to me, and my doctor, Dr. Koshy, he was the best. He was just so nice. He answered all my questions. He came before the surgery and he said, you'll be totally fine. And he like put his hand on my legs and just like made me feel really, really comfortable. So I want to thank the hospital, all the nurses. So if you have a surgery, don't worry. It's like once they give you medicine, it's really, really, you won't feel anything. I promise you. I think the scariest thing was putting this needle in your arm. That was the scariest thing. That was the scariest thing of the surgery. And then it's just like you feel really, really, really good. And I wanted to tell you also, I saw many people in the hospital. Some people were without legs, and a lot of people in wheelchairs. And I also saw some videos before my surgery about labor on YouTube, and I thought to myself, pain is a fact of life, and how I wish to be master of my body, and how I honor disabled people for their bravery and the courage to go on and face life for what it is. Because look at me, I complain about life all the time, but I have legs and I have my arms and I'm okay physically. So the world should be my oyster, but it's not. Many things in my life did not turn out the way I wanted them to be.